Bottas Tower says, "Hey Lonzo, can you talk about Compton Cartel Back in the Hood compilation?" We've talked about that, but go ahead. Yeah,
that was a part two.
Is that the one where you took the picture on the train station and you guys
station,
almost got kicked out? Okay, yeah, talk about.
Yeah,
okay.
The cops ran up on us that day, and they gave us the blues that day. I was breastfed and ex-con. Some more folks I can't think of course, right now. But we were shooting that was like part two of the Compton compilation. Okay, part two, mm-hmm. And I think Mike T was on that one with Toon and some other folks. I haven't seen the cover in a while, but I got to pull that one up. And we did it, and it did pretty good. It did all right. I think I ended up doing a deal for that one at record. But I remember we did the photo shoot that day. We did it in Compton, and just so happened, it was funny because we mind our own business, taking pictures, and one cop came out, got off on the train. What you guys doing? Taking pictures. Okay, cool. Next car, cops was everywhere. And just so happened, I was downstairs getting something out of my truck, and they just started rustling guys together. They were pissed because they were on the platform without having tickets. So I started buying tickets. I bought like 4, 5, 6, 7 tickets, whatever the case may be. And by the time for the cops can write their pad, I'm giving guys tickets. Here you go. And the cops was mad at me. They mad at me because I'm giving guys tickets. I'm paying for them. Yeah. And nobody was doing anything wrong. It's just at that time, Compton was so hot, you could not be on the platform without a ticket. You still technically can't. But back then it was, especially might have been 8 or 10 guys, and a couple of guys I didn't get to them in time. And they went to court and they threw it out. But, I explained to the judge, hey, man, we was just taking pictures. We weren't trying to ride the train. And the judge threw it out, and no big deal. But that's just some of the things we had to deal with back in the day.
Damn. And once again, another situation where Lonzo bailed out the crew, huh?
Pretty much, I've always been a responsible cat, man. I don't want nobody to get caught up on no bullshit because, I didn't know it was a problem. I had a pocket full of money. It wasn't no big deal. Here, man, just start buying tickets. That's all they wanted was tickets. Cop, you can have a ticket. One of my guys came by. He got away. He came down. Man, they mad because we ain't got no tickets. So I just started buying tickets, and I walked up, started passing tickets out. And assholes don't like seeing people beat them at their own game. So they still caught a couple of my guys with no tickets.
Damn. Cool Kev 75 says, "Can you talk about LA Posse?"
LA Posse. That's Dwayne and Dwayne from
I'm thinking LA Dream Team. Hold on, LA Posse.
No, LA Posse that's Muffler and my other boy. I can't think of his name. And
weren't they big in New York too, though, or something?
They produced a lot of stuff. They worked with LL Cool J.
Exactly.
LL Cool J, Houdini. When they left, man, it's hard for me to speak on them. I can get
Dwayne Muffler, Daryl Big Dad Pierce.
Right.
DJ Bobcat was also part.
Bobcat, okay. Right. They were all
and DJ Pooh.
They were all a part of LA Posse. And that's when the West LA, the LA and East Coast connection kind of jumped off. Because they went back and started producing for LL Cool J, LL Cool J, Houdini, and somebody else. Bobcat got another record deal, and he was at the piano playing, crying, and that was the biggest. Oh my God, they clowned his ass like nobody's business. He was at the piano. He got just one song with LL on Def Jam, I think it is. He's sitting at the piano crying, I guess over a chick, and boy, they made him the biggest simp in the world. I will call Dwayne. He's been on the show before, but we weren't that popular. I'll bring it back. He does have an interview with me. I'll bring it back. I know for sure he's still working because I talked to him. He still got product out there. He's still making records today. Don't know about what's the guy's name? Big Daddy.
Big Dad Pierce. Daryl Big Dad Pierce.
Daryl Pierce. He was around. I don't know him that well, and he and I got into it one day. We had a little discussion because I don't really know him. I know Dwayne. I know him, but I know him like I know Dwayne. Okay, So understand this. I don't know everybody closely. I know a lot of guys for face value only. and he don't know me like that. So we had this documentary, How the West Was Won, and people was giving me my accolades. And sometimes if you shine too much, some people are like, nigga, he didn't want the only one doing stuff. Well, he's the only one that they know that was doing stuff. Okay, so if we had been Lonzo, you know, he had little taste of haterade on him. We had to kind of get into it, but it wasn't no big deal because my legacy speaks for itself. But again, I'm not going to down nobody else to make myself look big because I don't have to, and neither does he. But I can't speak on you, so I can't speak for you, and that's the problem some people have because I can't blow you up. I could blow up Michel'le, and I know what Michel'le did, but I didn't know you. I knew you as the LA posse, but y'all was in New York. I was in LA, so I don't know all that you did. So that's why I tell anybody, you can get you a podcast, write a book, or leave me the fuck alone. But I can't tell everybody's story.
Man. Yeah, man. Thank you to the audience. The chat room is on fire right now. And please hit that like button. We have 21 people in the building, 10 likes. If you guys can hit that like button, it's really, really appreciated. Trust me, it really helps us out. But you guys are writing the show tonight. I have a bunch of questions I was going to ask Lonzo, but I love when you guys help us out. And some of these Lonzo's touched on in the past, but it's always good to, you know, keep the stories going because we have new listeners and new viewers all the time. But someone just asked, Lonzo, can you tell us about Bobby, Jimmy, and the Critters? That's the name that came up, but talk to us about them again.
Russ Parr, my boy. What can I say? Russ Parr is, first of all, he's still a very popular DJ. I think he's in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. He came to LA, and we all hung out at Michel'le together. Russell was one of the smarter dudes, and it came to this game. He's college educated dude, and Don McMillan liked him, and Russ knew how to speak white business. Okay, he could speak white business, and he could get money out of Don, but he didn't really care about the record business at the time. Okay, he was Rick Deeds was doing the Disco Duck, and Weird Al Yankovic was doing all the Michael Jackson stuff, and Russ was like, I'm gonna do some R&B stuff, and that's how you got Roaches and we like ugly women and stuff like that. And Russ was a comedian. He had a comedy show on in the morning on K-Day, and Arabian Prince and Russ connected at Michel'le. Russ didn't have any musical skills. He was writing these lyrics. Arabian Prince started producing the stuff for Russ's label, Rapture Records. And then later on, Arabian Prince got on Rapture Records as an artist. Now, nobody, I'm going to say it one more time, nobody was a record executive per se. It's just that it was, for us, in our minds, having a record company at that time was like having a production company. Everybody gave dances. I was Disco Construction and Uncle Jam's Army, Z-Cars. So we all had production companies. So for us, making records was like having a production company. We didn't understand nothing about publishing, writers, royalties. We just made records and gave people money. Okay, that's all it was. Made records, gave people money. It's like, oh shit, say we gotta do what? Yeah, it's like selling the house and not realize you gotta go to escrow. Okay, oh, you gotta go to escrow, huh? You can't just transfer a house over to somebody without doing the escrow and doing some other stuff. So the mechanics of the record industry, we had no idea of, and Russ was no different. But he made some funny records, man. And you know, I don't know how big his catalog is, but we would all tour together. We'd all go out and do shows together because Russ was the comedy relief. You know, we were the pretty boys doing the love songs, and Russ was comedy relief. LA Dream Team was another party group. So we all hop in mobile homes, rent a mobile home, and drive to do gigs. That's what we did. Until he blew up, and then got a gig out in Ohio and cut the whole thing loose. I have an interview with Russ Parr as well on my podcast. Type it in, you'll see it.
Yeah, type in. Do me a favor, guys, because Lonzo has so many jewels in this channel. Just type in Lonzo Williams interview in search, and you'll find, once you bypass all of his interviews that he's actually a part of, it'll show the interviews that are on this channel. And I guarantee you guys, it'll take you on it's a hip hop class. That's what I hear a lot of people say. This show is a hip hop class. Very dope. Thank you guys for definitely showing us love. Freeze Love is a name that's popping up a lot. Do you know Freeze Love?
Freeze Love was a DJ, if I'm mistaken. He was a local DJ. Yeah.
Okay. He's supposed to be on Def Jam. No. A few people have mentioned him in the comments.